Seth, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me. It's exciting.
There's a lot of technologies at the Biohacking Conference, but to me, you're like one of the really cool ones. So let's dive a little bit into it. So you have a company, a technology, where you use minerals that you embed into clothing, into different devices that we wear, and it basically takes your body heat, your body energy, reflects it back into you to enhance circulation. Am I capturing it well?
That's exactly right. Yes, we're really excited to be here. It's incredible that this is our first time at the biohacking. We've been doing this for 25 years, and I think we're having a moment now where the biohacking and longevity community really understands the value of infrared. And the people here at this conference, they know what an infrared sauna is. They've been in an infrared device of some kind, and we're harnessing that technology and that power through textiles, through everyday products. So whether it's like the clothing that I'm wearing, or the bedding that we use, we're here to launch our Dream Pillow. So we're having our first time ever launching our own product. We've traditionally been B2B. So some of our brand partners like Under Armour, KT Tape, Curad. So we have a really wide scope of products in the marketplace, but that consumer awareness just hasn't been there yet.
So let's take a tidbit of a step back, because I think that if you come out and you say, we have this cool technology, it's one thing. But if you take a step back and you say, we've had this technology for 25 years, here's what we've done with it, it gives like a lot more substance to what you have. So tell a little bit like what happened, what was the story for 25 years?
Yeah, absolutely. It's really been a journey for us. I think we're a little bit maybe ahead of the curve in terms of what we were trying to do back then, and getting the science behind the intuitive understanding and having the testimonials isn't really going to drive a commercial scale business on its own. So we now have 10 published studies. You can imagine how each one of those takes a couple of years, and you build on that, you learn on that. And then being able to say that you increase circulation is a physiological claim. So you have to go through the right regulatory processes. We spent 8 years with the FDA, and we're now an FDA determined medical device. So that was a huge substantiation point for us.
And the main claim is?
To increase local circulation.
So you wear, let's say you have a shirt right now that is embedded with your technology.
Yeah.
So wherever you wear that clothing, it basically takes your body heat, reflects back that body heat in that area, and improves circulation in that area. Is
Correct.
That what it is?
It's absolutely right. So one of the things we give away at shows are socks, because everybody's on their feet all day, and it's great to have something that can help relieve that soreness and that tiredness. And usually our shoe is a trap heat compartment, right? So your feet get hot, they sweat, and by having infrared minerals in the socks, they actually convert the heat to infrared. So it's pulling the heat away from the foot, turning that into infrared, which then increases circulation, keeps the foot dry, helps it not get sore, and you just feel a lot better. Your feet feel better.
So do you mean that the heat that you would feel in your shoe wear, for example, instead of experiencing it as heat, it's basically transduced deeper in the foot, and it's dissipated through circulation, so you don't feel it like heat?
Exactly right. That's exactly right.
You see, I've studied my physiology a little bit.
Well, you know better than I do the benefits of infrared.
So you have circulation. I know that you have a pillow.
Yes.
And that's what you're launching here at the show?
Yeah, we have the Dream Pillow right here, and this is really filled with about a ½ pound of CELLIANT fibers. And sleep hygiene is such a critical importance right now. People really understand. I mean, 8 hours of lousy sleep isn't as good as 6 hours of great sleep. And we go to sleep, our brain, we have to sleep for it to detox. And so when we're asleep, if you can increase circulation to the brain, you're gonna wake up with a deeper, better sound sleep and a deeper rest and feel better.
How deep is the infrared going? Because when you say increased circulation in the brain, do you mean circulation in the skin, in the superficial layers, or do you mean this is going to reach deeper in the brain and actually support brain cleansing?
Well, the data is that infrared goes about 4 centimeters through the surface. Yeah. And so how it interacts with bone, obviously 4 centimeters on your head, you're in the skull. We don't have studies on the brain. Our largest study is 153 people looking at tissue oxygen levels, and we increase about 8% after 90 minutes.
Okay, so the main aim as a pillow would be basically to reflect that infrared deeper in the brain and just stimulate like blood flow in the brain.
Yes, and help with temperature regulation. Sometimes you're too hot or you're too cold. So whatever way your body's trying to go into balance, this is going to help bring you in that direction. If you're too cold, you increase circulation to bring warmth. And actually, if you're too hot, your body also increases circulation to cool itself. So whatever way you're trying to go, it'll help bring your body into balance and optimize your temperature, which will help you sleep better.
What is there an application like in the real world? Is there an application like for athletes? Just for anybody? Like you told me before, like right now you have a shirt with the technology, you have an undershirt with the technologies, you have socks with the technology. You can embed it anywhere.
Absolutely, and that's one of the challenges, is how do you market people from childhood all the way to the end stages of your life. It's going to provide that benefit wherever you are. So an athlete, if they can increase circulation, that's going to increase strength to the muscles, increase stamina, increase speed. If you're trying to recover, increasing circulation cleanses the body, eliminates lactic acid, helping with sleep. I mean, it doesn't matter what age you're at, you want to have the best sleep possible. So really, when you look at the underpinning of increasing circulation, that's the foundation of our health. And when you can increase circulation, all other things being equal, your health will improve.
A lot of people may have already been exposed to your technology and they don't know it.
Yes.
Because your technologies for the past, 20 some years was with Under Armour, right?
Yep, we've been in brands like Adidas, Reebok, Puma, New Balance, Saucony, KT Tape, the Bear Mattress, Defend. A lot of brands that people don't really know, the intel inside, if you will, the technology powering these brands. And now we're here to launch our own product and take that message directly to consumers.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So how do you see the future? So right now you're coming with this. Is the vision to this, you just say, you can embed this into any kind of clothing, so people, as they wear this clothing all day long, basically just boost their microcirculation?
Absolutely. And I think one of the things that we're trained, rightly so, is that if you want to improve your health and wellness, you need to eat better, sleep more, work out more. And the idea that there's a passive benefit out there is maybe a little hard for people to understand. But really, we're just incorporating this technology into your everyday life. And so you can do upholstery, you can do car seats, you can do any kind of textile material, and it's going to improve your performance while you go about your day. And really, there hasn't been a lot of advances in textiles if you look back 40, 50 years. And so, we typically look at a fabric as, does it heat us or cool us, or moisture management, UV block, is it comfortable? And now we want to show that we can actually have a textile that improves the physiology of the body.
Would you say that if you want, let's say, to repair your shoulder, if you were to have like a shoulder strap that was embedded with the technology, would you drive more blood flow in that area?
You're hitting on exactly the impetus for the starting of the company. We had, a shoulder injury, and it's not the area you can typically treat. You can have an elbow brace or a knee brace. Shoulders and hips are a lot harder. And we wanted to see what holistic ways, modalities there were to improve circulation locally. And so I actually had a Bristow procedure and had a cleat put on my shoulder and just made a wrap with CELLIANT fibers. And I was really on the very short end, fast end of recovery. Just after a couple of weeks, my doctor looked at it and he said, this is normally what we see after 4 to 6 weeks. So yes, being able to increase circulation after post-surgery, reduce scars, even arthritis, Raynaud's. There's an amputation every 30 seconds in the United States because of poor circulation. And if you can get that patient just to have a little past that critical threshold, then they go from systematic to asymptomatic. They may not need to have that procedure done, particularly when supporting this with all the other treatment options that are out there.
So anyone interested into trying your technology, CELLIANT.com?
CELLIANT.com, yeah.
Nice meeting you, Seth.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's great.